Hello, my name is Putkonen. Thank you for joining me. Today I'll be talking about attachment. Now I've defined attachment as the delusion that we could hold on. And what I mean by this is, well, for one, attachment is fundamentally a resistance and denial of the fact of impermanence. Everything is temporary. Everything will go away. And no matter how much we mentally, emotionally, or otherwise subtly try to hold on to something or someone, it will inevitably go away because it's impermanent. It's changing. Now, another reason why attachment is the delusion that we could hold on is the very me that is trying to hold on is an illusion as well. It's the thought of me. It's this concept and mental image of a me that is trying to hold on, that is mentally grasping, that feels a loss when it goes away. Because inevitably, when the change occurs, that whatever we're trying to hold on to or that we're attached to goes away. It's ripped from our grasp, so to speak, by the reality of the world. We feel like we had a loss. And so this me, this illusory me that was trying to hold on, now feels less than it was when what was being grasped goes away. Attachment comes from primarily these two things: the fictitious me and the fact that we couldn't hold on to something that's changing and impermanent in the first place. Identification is just another aspect of attachment, in my opinion. Identification is just attaching to an idea, an image of me. An idea, an image of me being attached to is identification, our identity. And if we identify with someone, say my daughter, my son, perhaps their misbehavior then is projected on it. It reflects bad on me, and so my own identity takes a hit based on another's actions, because you're identifying with them. You're attaching your idea of me to what they do. Likewise, some people might buy an expensive car as as a part of their identity of prestige and wealth, and so it's a bit stronger than just an attachment to an item, but now there's identification behind it, which is like a stronger attachment. And so if there's a minor fender bender or somebody scratches the door with a key or whatever, some damage happens. It's a major affront to the me. I have been damaged by this. Sometimes you could even catch people do that, doing that kind of thing, using the way they use language. There might be a minor car accident, and they'll point at the car and look and go, "Look what you did to me! Look!" Well, they didn't do anything to me. They did it to the car, but they're identifying with the car, and therefore it's look what you did to me. So yeah, attachment is a funny thing. Alan Watts in one of his lectures said attachment is an illusory hand grasping at smoke. And that's an interesting image, to have an illusory, fictitious hand trying to grasp smoke. Because even if the hand was real, it can't grasp smoke. But the hand itself is illusory as well. To overcome attachment, I know much of spirituality and different practices is trying to overcome attachment. And I don't recommend so much detachment. Detaching is something a me does. And so a me will try to sever or cut ties, and that that can go on endlessly, really, because there's just so much we attach to and identify with. Rather, I often recommend delving into the heart of attachment, because although I've talked about what attachment is, just hearing isn't enough, obviously. You have to delve into your own attachment and delve into the root of what attachment is, to such a degree that you look deeply enough and prolonged enough that you clearly see that you couldn't hold on even if you wanted to. And only when it is deeply known that you couldn't hold on even if you wanted to will there be a cessation of trying to hold on. Because the motive of trying to hold on, the motive behind trying to hold on is we think that we can hold on. We can somehow delay the parting, the inevitable parting that we try to deny that may happen in the future or will happen in the future. But if instead we embrace the impermanence and inevitability of change, it's like this will go away, whether I want to or not. I don't know when, I don't know how, but it's as good as gone already. It is going. And if you deeply delve into this and look and see that you can't delay the going away. There is no way to keep it around longer if it is going away. If the coffee cup slides off the counter and falls on the floor and breaks, there's nothing you can do about it. Nothing was going to delay that. I mean, maybe you just keep it behind a case, always in a box, and so it can never fall and never be damaged, but then you never use it and you never really get the joy of it. It just becomes an object to own, and again, it's just then it's even a more worthless attachment, because now it's just something in a box that you look at and admire, but other than looking at it, it does nothing. But if you use it, it will wear out. If you use it, an accident may happen and it may bust. If you use it, well, it's out and about, maybe it's stolen. Things happen. In fact, even if it's in a box, something could happen. Maybe you're in an area that's got earthquakes or storms and something happens and, well, it's in the box. The whole box is thrown to the floor or against the wall and everything in the box shatters. Stuff happens. It will go away. And even if you beat all the odds and it survives your entire lifetime, you got to leave it behind. The parting still happens. You can't take it with you. When the body dies, all of the body's possessions are no longer possessed by it. Has no rights by the laws of the world. And so the possessions go away. There is no way to keep anything indefinitely. Everything and everyone will be parted from you. That is inevitable. And as long as you think this is a bad thing, something to be avoided, something to be looked as a huge negative, something that is bad, there will always be this resistance. Instead, you need to also delve into the very idea of things being impermanence being bad. Because things change is the very nature of everything. There are no nouns in the world. There are only verbs in the world, so to speak. There is only things ever moving, changing. There are no static anything. The idea of a static anything is a fiction. There are no nouns. And so you can't hold on to something as if it will be with you forever and is unchanging. So delve into these ideas, these subtle ideas we hold within, about change, about impermanence, really seeing the futility. I mean, directly for yourself, seeing the futility of trying to hold on. You can't hold on even if you wanted to. And the fact that things are changing is not a bad thing. And if you delve in and see this, attachment just kind of fades on its own. Because we only try to hold on because we think there's benefit in trying to hold on. And so, if you have any questions, comments, please post below. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. If you think there's anybody that might be interested in learning about the channel or this video, please let them know. Forward the video, the link to it, whatever you want. But until next time, thank you much.